this is the updated list of this morning. So these are the sponsors of February 2019, and I'd like to thank every one of you guys for sponsoring my channel and making it possible for me to do this stuff online. So thank you all. It's very much appreciated. Extra big fluffy hugs for all of you. So thank you. Good morning, everyone. Here I am, Saturday, still morning. Yes, it is. And I'm going to do something that a lot of people have asked me to do. They asked for a balloon, acrylic pour with a balloon thing in it. So we're going to do that. What I'm doing here is doing the base color. And this time I'm using Galeria. And this is just titanium white with my favorite pouring medium, the one I've been using for at least 3 or 4 months, because up to now that is the best one I've done. And let me see if I can have a piece of paper. I do, because of course you're going to be wondering what it is. So what we do is, I put paint in the cup, paint in, look at that, that is awful. I have to throw this out. Yes, duty. Okay, paint in the cup. So depending on how much paint you put in the cup, it doesn't matter, because this mix will always work. So you put paint in the cup, then you just eyeball it, and you put in the Vallejo pouring medium. Vallejo pouring medium. And you use about 30 to 40%. Then I put in about 10% gloss medium. And about 10 to 15% PVA. But this is a mix. The PVA is, I mix it. I put it in a bottle and I put about 25% water in it, mix it up real well. So that's the PVA. It's a mix with water, mix with H2O. And when I've done that, sometimes I will put in every color, I will put about, let's say, a spoonful of Floetrol, but that's optional. Spoonful of Floetrol. Okay, so this is the mix I usually use, and then I pre-mix my paints nowadays because it's just that much more easier. Then when I put it in the cup, I check the consistency, and depending on what I'm going to do with it, if it's going to be a background or not, I check if the paint is thick enough for me, and then before I pour, I put in the dimethicone. Now there's been a lot of discussion about the silicone that makes the cells. A lot of people think that depending on which silicone you use, the cells will be smaller or bigger, but that's not the case, because it's more about the tilting of the canvas that makes the cells bigger. They spread then, you know, when you release your paint and you let it level out a little bit, then you torch it, and then you start to tilt it like that, so the cells are stretched up and you can make them as big as you want them. That's has more to do about the tilting than the type of silicone you use. So the silicone that I use is dimethicone, and way back in the beginning I used a spray can, but they have too much additives that are not good for in a painting, so that's why I don't use it anymore. Sometimes I'll just maybe once or twice use it, but I'm much more comfortable with using silicone or dimethicone or treadmill lubricant, which is 100% silicone, and that's why I do that. Okay, now The colors I'm going to use is, of course, turquoise. What a surprise. So I'm going to put some in here, not too much though. And I'm going to use orange. Yes, that is a surprise because I don't use much orange. And I'm going to use yellow because I'm feeling like sort of like spring, because Holland is having some exceptional weather again. We've broke some records again, and it's starting to creep me out because I don't think that is a good thing. We're having, yesterday it was like 15 degrees, and I'm talking Celsius, and that is really unusual for Holland. That is crazy. And we broke a couple of records again. Okay. Now the silicone. I'm putting in just a tiny bit. And not in the background color. Because we want to have this for dipping the balloon into. So I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Check the consistency. And perfect. And the thing is that what you want to see, it has to come off your stick like really smooth in one straight line. You don't want to see little blobs of paint coming off it, because that's a sign that you haven't really stirred it up too well. It has to come off like warm honey, and then you know that it's perfect. So what we're going to do is cover our background. Oh, I should have put paper under it because I want to keep this plastic clean. And I will show you some of the paintings I did last week in the next video. Here we go. This is butcher paper, or cheese paper we call it. It has this lining of plastic, and everything that's on it you can pretty much peel off like a skin. Okay, so we're going to make sure our background is nicely covered. I see some contamination coming off my brush. A different color, but it'll work. Doesn't really matter. Because we're going to have these really pretty bright colors that remind us of a early day in spring. There's a little goo going on there. Did I get it off? I hope so. Yeah. So there we go. And making it nice and smooth. And doing the sides a little bit because I'm not sure. I don't think anything is going to go over the sides, so you want to make sure your sides are nicely covered. We don't want any bare canvas showing because that stuff really yellows really fast. That's why I always make sure there's a nice layer of paint on all sides. Okay, now for this I'm going to do 3 smashes in the middle, and I really want to make them pretty big. So I'm going to start off with some white, but like I said, there's no silicone in it. Then I'm going to add the colors. And I don't want to mess it up, you know, dripping in the canvas in the white, because I just want the color there. Got to be a little bit careful. And of course some yellow. There's no spring without yellow. There it is. And then the last color will be green. And And I'm going to press down the balloon pretty intensely, because I want it to smash out a little bit wide. Now I'm going to add silicone to the white, because I think I like a little layer of white on top, just to make it a little bit more interesting. I want it to be really light and really fun. Oops, that's a little bit too much, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now we have our balloon, and we're gonna smash it in there. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. There we have it. Now these I don't like, that I messed it up. Where's my torch? So we're going to give it a little torch. There we go. That's kind of nice. I really like this here down here. That is pretty. Okay. Now these spots that happen because you know, sometimes you just can't help that happens. I think these two are okay, but these I don't like, so they'll have to go. And I'll do that offline, because that's going to take a little bit of time. Although maybe you want to see me do it. See, what I would do is take a clean brush and just take it off like that. And everything I don't like, you can just take it off. Now there are different ways of making balloon smash paintings. And some of them involve you doing the same thing I did, but then no silicone, because that all by itself gives some really nice techniques, nice effects, I mean. So taking it off there, and where I took it off, of course, you need to come back in and put some white on it. But I am going to take this one off too. And as I do it, I'm just, you know, sort of putting it on my glove just to make sure. But if you have a little rag, that would work better. There it is. I'm going to take this one off too, just to keep it nice and compact. There we go. Now, then you clean off your brush, and you come back in and you can make sure that the white is filled up again. And of course this is going to go flat after a while, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm just putting it in here, and if you do worry, you could give it a little blow with a straw, you know, just to flatten it out. A little bit down here. And here where I took it off. Now I'm going to make some close-ups of this, just to show you guys how pretty it is from really up close. This is a pretty big canvas. It's 30 by 30. Not sure if you know how many inches that is. Yeah. There was a little bit of dust in it, I think. Okay. Then I need one more, because I see some here that where the paint was pulled by the balloon. There it is. That's nice. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I think we have it now. Yes, we do. Okay, now I'm going to torch one more time, because I want the air bubbles out. Oh, look at that. Even more cells. Okay, that's about it. But I would have liked a little bit more of this. Can you see how that goes into the background? I really like that. And I'm just not sure that I can get that maybe with a really small balloon. Okay, I got a really small one here. Oops. Don't let the air out. I'm just going to try something more here. So, like, I want it to... Oh, see, that does it again. I need my little clothy. And I don't have a clothy. I just wanted to start painting, but I should have... See, I kind of like how that goes in the background. That I'll have to take off again. Trying to do it really slow, but that doesn't work, as you can see there. That doesn't really work if you do it really slow. It really does need a little bit of motion before it does what you want it to do. See, like that? Just pressing it in there. That's pretty. Cleaning off the balloon again. Let's see a little bit more. I think I like that. This not so much. So I think the best thing to do is just do it again. There it is, and a little bit of orange. And then we're going to do it with this one. Oops. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, wow, that is pretty. Look at that. I didn't even see that. Is that pretty? I might just keep this. But I bet, yeah, it's going to roll. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now I got a lot of mess again, but that's okay. We're going to give it a little torch. A couple of cells in there. That's going to make it pretty. And then I'm going to come in with my clean brush and put back on a little bit of white. And I don't like that little one there. That's it. Let's just keep it like this. Oh, I might have torched that too. That might be good. Let me just give it a little blow. Nope, not much going on. When you do that, I always say that, you know, when you torch and you don't see anything happening straight away, just stop, because the more you torch, it's not going to help it. It'll just burn your paint. So don't do that. Okay. Let's see. I just want to get that down here a little bit. That's cool. And up here maybe too. Yeah, now I've got to do a little bit more of these or it won't be balanced. I think that's okay. We'll just keep it like that. And we'll let it dry. And I might just come in with some black, that string gel, just to do something on top of it, because I think it's a little bit blah, if you know what I mean by blah. You know, not that interesting. You're looking at this, looking at that, okay, and that's it. So I might just come in with string gel. I might give it a really other color than black, although black does make colors pop. So I'm really not sure about that, but we'll see. We'll finish this one off tomorrow, because tomorrow it'll be more than dry to add something to the top. That's no problem whatsoever. So this is it. This is my balloon smash thingy. And of course I'd like to do another one then without the silicone. We can try that. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you all later.